We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica. Seeing Young Police channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Yeah, so if this is the first time here at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we highly recommend subscribing to stay updated with our latest content. Hit the subscription button above, click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever we at the Jamaica Young Police channel release a video. Remember that this channel is not an entertainment channel. You know, entertainment channels give you an average between 10 to 15 minutes. This is not an entertainment channel, so you have to go elsewhere if you want entertainment. Remember to give this video a thumbs up because you will find it helpful and informative. Please remember to share the video with your girlfriend, your boyfriend, mama, papa, side chick or side man, and tell them to tell a friend about the Jamaica Young Police channel. You can join the Patreon squad. By doing so, you will gain access to exclusive content that cannot be played on YouTube due to various restrictions. To unlock this untapped collection of videos, click the link in the description box below. Joining our Patreon community allows you to explore contents that complies with laws, rules and regulations while avoiding disruption to our channel's functionalities. Douglas Chambers, who was killed by PMP criminal organization members, and it came from the top, and to date the person who have given that order has not been arrested and charged for that murder. So you can go to Patreon and you'll be able to see the face and name of those persons. So thanks for your continued support, and we look forward to providing you with exceptional content. So moving on to today's video. Yeah, so as promised, you know, we have the esteemed SSP Steve McGregor in our midst today. So we want to welcome this former senior superintendent of police. This man have served his country with honor, courage, and distinction. So we're going to have a conversation today with SSP Steve McGregor and his journey from law enforcement to politics. So today we are privileged to have a conversation with the former senior superintendent of police, Steve McGregor, and any police can come and join the Jamaica Young Police and we have a conversation with them. But this conversation is just between Sir Steve McGregor and the audience. He's going to tell people where he's coming from, growing up on one and two little things. Some people say, well, we never bring nobody we know on the Jamaica Young Police channel. But here's a man who know years truly from when I was a teenager, as a cadet. He was the man that, if you know about entering any organization, he was the one that processed us that day as juveniles. And that's what I'm calling it. We were juveniles, we were teenagers, you know, en route to become police officers. And he was the man that did all of the paperwork. Even we could get what we call NIS number, because we never have any first time in our life we are going to work. When we say work, apart from doing holiday job, because when you reach 18 now, you're going to start pay taxes. And him tell you all of the things where you enjoy, you know, doing taxes. You know, the police force and your rights and your benefits. So this is not just another political discussion. It's a conversation with a man whose career in law enforcement has spanned decades, one that has seen him serve in some of the most challenging policing environments in Jamaica. He's the first police officer in our West Kingston to be transferred, and the people them from Tivoli Gardens, them block the street for him. Cause them say no, he might be one of the best soup ever worked there. So remember, I said Tivoli Gardens, is a laboured community, and he was the soup there, and them I said, no, we don't want him to leave. So it must be something why the people them at Tivoli Gardens. So you can't say I do this tell the people him tell do this tell people them for Black Road for him. So we don't know. Maybe him can't he understand what I'm saying. So his transition from a decorated police officer to a political candidate speak volumes about his dedication to service, leadership, and community transformation. So a personal connection, 30 years of knowing, Sir Steve McGregor, as we call him Sir Steve when we are cadet. Although he was an acting corporal. You know, you don't know what we put on the syrup on it because we have that amount of respect for him. Anytime I talk to him, he used to say, boy, young boy, I saw him saying, or you understand. So him say, so him always used to talk to you and he make we feel as cadet. Those of you, well, we don't know if any cadet are tuning into the channel right now. But when you're a cadet back in my days, the recruit them, raw recruit that type, the one them, most of them come from country and them thing there, and them used to disrespect with big time. So we and them never used to take tea. We call them dog seed. So one of our person who used to, look out for we and them thing there was Steve McGregor and your man name Espute, Paul Espute and Dudley Bryan. You understand? Them used to protect we and them thing there, and them say boy cadet can't get in no trouble because of them people. So as I said before, I have known him for over 38 years, dating back when, I was a teenager. So over the years, I had the opportunity to work alongside him, particularly in St. Andrew South Police Division at Unsby. So at the time, I worked with him at Unsby and one time in the Patrick Gardens, a region historically grapple with high crime rates, gang violence, and deep-rooted social issues. So during our time in law enforcement, I observed firsthand his leadership skills, strong work ethics, and unwavering commitment to upholding the law and order. I can tell you this, because if those of you who know me, when I say know me, or listen to me on the Jamaica Young Police channel, if this man, I am talking from my personal experience, if this man have any ounce of corruption when I was in a St. Andrew South, I will tell you, period. Come in a whole ball, sit down, man, This man have an impeccable record when I at St. Andrew South. Nobody, I never hear anything of him involved with no corrosion, no corrobunkers, or collect money, or shake down the one or anything like that. And he was never shied away from tough assignments or the realities of policing volatile communities. He's hands-on and he demonstrates a deep understanding of the socio-economic factors driving crime and violence, a quality that will undoubtedly shape his political journey. From law enforcement to politics. Why Steve McGregor running? McGregor's decisions to transition into politics is an important one, as it highlights his belief that true change requires more than just policing. It's demand policy reform, community engagement, and economic empowerment. Central Kingston, a constituency with a rich history, but also significant social economic challenges, requires leadership that is firm, proactive, and committed to addressing deep-seated issues such as poverty, unemployment, and crime. As a former law enforcement officer, his knowledge of crime prevention strategies, community policing, and governance uniquely positions him to tackle these issues from a policy-making level. He has seen up close the struggles that communities face. Families devastated by violence, young people drawn into criminal networks due to lack of opportunity and the growing disconnect between law enforcement and the citizens they serve. So his candidacy and the PMP ticket signal his alignment with the party's policies and vision for national development. But it also raises questions about how his policing background will influence his approach to governance and representation. Will he bring law and order perspectives to Parliament? Can he bridge the gap between security concerns and social development? What to expect from this conversation? Well, today, Sir Steve McGregor, he will tell you why he decided to run for Member of Parliament. How does he plan to address crime, unemployment, and infrastructure issues in central Kingston? What lessons from his policing career does he bring to the political landscape? How does he respond to concerns about the interaction and the intersection of policing and politics? What is his vision for central Kingston, and how does he plan to implement it? So this is more than just a political discussion. It's an exploration of leadership transformation and an intersection of law enforcement and governance. Whether you support the PMP or not, this conversation is essential for anyone who wants to understand how leadership can change and shape Jamaica's future. So stay tuned as we dive into the journey with SSP. I would have to say X, because I would not believe in about once a police, twice a civilian. For your police, you like never leave you. Just like you, Jamaica Young Police, the channel, its name, it just rooted in a police culture that can't leave you, XP the core. So when you call out, what we call out police, I would say that police are this and that. If him not like it, him can't come defend it. So I'm Steve McGregor, a man who serve in the line of duty and now seek to serve in a different capacity, but with the same goal to make Jamaica safer and better place for all. So yeah, so welcome to Sir Steve McGregor. Yes, Sir Steve. I'm in that area. Apparently we have some.
Bridget, me I try and it give me some cool thing and it now going and all them shit.
All right, you're live, you're live.
All right.
Yeah, man. So you me give an introduction about you and your background and all of these things.
Well, I didn't hear, but I know you can do that because you have known me.
Yeah,
You know,
man.
you were
Third.
it, so.
All right, sir. So you can, tell the audience about, I'm gonna just tell them what I have known about you, your leadership skill. I'm gonna tell, me tell the audience, them say, we, break it down. I know if I was a cadet at the academy, and you process me and others, take care of it. You are the man named Dudley Bryan and Paul Espute. And as cadets, you make, you never treat it, although you were a sub officer, you never make me feel as if you were superior to us. You make me feel equal to you, because you say at the end of the day, the same thing, that the same fight where you are fight, I see him fight where I go out there with us. So, and you mold and you take care of us. So I know as
that's the whole idea, Chris.
Yes.
That's the kind of person that Steve McGregor has been. As I said, I was born in Moortown, Portland. I came to Kingston at age 6.
Yes.
I grew up in the Dunkirk era before it was renamed McIntyre Villa. And then I moved to Cambridge Street. I attended Franklin Town Primary and then on to Kingston College. You know what I mean? But before that, I was a part of the Police Youth Club. The Police Youth Club is one of the things that mold a lot of our inner city people into what we have become. And it helped to shape me into what I am now. I remember when the two corporals came to my house at Franklin, in Cambridge Street, and recruited me to join the police force. And that is how it started, you know what I mean? And I grew up in the Franklin Town era. So when people are wondering, oh, I would have chosen the People's National Party as a vehicle to be a part of the change agent in the leadership realm of this country, because I know I can offer more. You know what I mean? I grew up as a police officer 41 years. And I've been a leader from way out, from early as a corporal, as a part of the Police Federation. And representation was the hallmark. I was part of the team that led to the greatest settlement in the history of the police force, that arbitration deal. I was the general secretary then.
Yes, man, true. 1994. That's a true, man.
And James Swabs was the chairman and I was the general secretary.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we have been doing that, and all the divisions that I've led, Chris, when I was to be transferred, the people would have protested because of the kind of relationship that I ironed out with the people. When I was transferred to Rockford in 1998, it was war torn, and I put my team together there. What is his name? Derek Powell was the sergeant then.
Yes, the one of them trying to kill him assault.
Jomo Johnson Corporal and some district constables, and we curved that Rockford area and brought down the murder rate to almost nil. That's how I was made the first Alaska police officer of the year.
Yes, I remember.
As a team in the Rockford community, yes, working with the people. So it is from then I realized that when you make the people the centerpiece of whatever strategy you use to police them, it will work. And it worked. Then I took it to Central Kingston. And when I reached in Central, I really got to Central Kingston, you know. It was on the eve of the joint police military operation in 210. I was at Mobile Reserve, and the then head there was Leon Rose, and he left the place to me the night and said, "He must go away." And I was in charge of the whole team. I can remember that night when they killed the police officers on Mountain View.
Oh, Hernandez and the other one.
Yeah.
Brother-in-law.
And I told him to stay where he is because I am coming with support. And they move up Mountain View and they ambush the police officers. We recovered all the firearms that were taken from the officers, and we went over in the area and we did a job there, you know what I mean? And we came back. So when we did all of that job, Owen Ellington saw the kind of commander that I was, and he sent me to Central and said, "Want a man to take command." And the rest is history. What I did between 210 and 212 at Kingston Central is unprecedented. It was written in the papers. Ellington commended me and my team for what we did. We brought the murder rate down to 18 from 60 something.
Wow.
And what we ironed out with the people, I started all those social events on Wellington Street, the Hammer Friday, all of those things, having the people are moving from to and fro. One of the mistakes where a lot of people make, you know, Chris, and they don't know, when the guns stop firing, it don't mean say everything is all right. That is when you just need to start to do your work, because that is when the people will speak to you, you know.
True.
When the guns stop firing. All right, I was walking in an era in Franklin Town here, and over 2 years, the roads have been blocked on Wellington Street. So it means the issue has not been settled. The guns have stopped firing, but the issues that cause the difference between the people are still there. What I bring to the table is a strategy to get the police officers to go in now and deal with those situations so you can have the people crossing over, and we address the fear of crime, because it's not crime itself or the issue, you know. It's the fear of crime, because if you have over 1,400 murders per year and you bring it down to 1,300, that doesn't address the fear. The fear of crime is still 1,000 too much murders. So people are still fearful in moving around. So you have to get that done, and how you're going to do that is to go into the community and get the people on board with that. I have a lot of initiatives that I implemented that I can get the commander at East, the commander at Central to work with me as the MP to get the fear of crime down to a tolerable level. I used to record all the dilapidated houses, the houses that need to be refurbished or to be demolished, because these are threat to crime and violence. I know where they are. I know how to do all those things. You know what I mean? My representation skill is second to none, Chris. So I am bringing something different to the table than any other MP before me. I would carry it back from down to where Michael Manley. I want to start and pick it up from there and to make that Kingston Central constituency into what it can be. I visited a fishing village down on the waterfront there, down at the bottom of Paradise Street. You know the fishing village?
Yes, man.
We can reconstruct that fishing village and make it into the first stop for people coming from the airport and going downtown before they reach downtown, and make that into a spectacle. Building on what the people have there, would move out anybody, would build on what they have and to make it into that. the issues about engaging the youngsters. Our young people, Chris, are making up over 85% of the people who are being killed in our country. And equally, over 85% of the people who are do the killing are young people. So we must engage the young people so in a genuine and consistent way we can influence their attitude to change their behavior. That is what I am about. Getting the bright youngsters in Kingston Central to help to mentor the young ones, getting a skill bank, setting them up with homework center, giving them a stipend to train the youngsters and make them and to help one and wash each other. That's how we are going to do it. It's not about winning a constituency for one term. If you walk around the constituency now, most people don't know the MP. The majority of the communities in the Central Kingston constituency are predominantly PMP, what you would say, communities.
Yeah.
It's just a few are. It's just that what happened in the last election, most of the PMP supporters did not vote.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's going to work in the community and all he's working on is the few areas that are sympathetic to the JLP, you're not an MP for the whole constituency. Because the majority of the constituency is sympathetic to the People's National Party. So you want an MP who can cross over both borders. I am loved by and I challenge anybody to say different.
Mm-hmm.
By both People's National Party and Jamaica Labour Party people in the Central alike, because all of them know what I bring to the table. The lady down there, Rosie from Gold Street, she knows me well. But she told me that, Mr. McGregor, if you have to run politics, me have to take you on, in the name of politics. You're a good man. And I don't know why you're going to politics, but if you're going to politics, me have to take. Because she genuinely know what I bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening now is because they are fearful of my weighing in, because they know what Mr. McGregor brings. But I am there for everybody. I am going in to be a change agent in my country. I believe in my country. My family said after doing 41 years in the police force, Steve, you want to take this on? I said, this is my destiny. I know that I was born to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going in to make a difference. And I know I can do it. You know what I mean? So that's how my tagline it says, just believe in Steve. That's all I ask him to do. I will do the rest of the work.
Yes.
And it will be there to show them that that is what Steve McGregor is about. Yes.
As you're talking about, you said labor right and everybody love you. I remember the time when you were first. This is the second time I seen it in a police force. When you were transferred from Western Kingston, and the people them from Tivoli Gardens block the street and behave bad. Them say you're the best over ever come out west, and them no want you left.
Not the same Steve McGregor. I mean, same one. Hey, you see when I was transferred to West Kingston, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
The media people and everybody was asking me, Steve McGregor, I've told the story so much.
Yes.
What is the plan you have for the shootings and murders in West Kingston? I say, you know what? I am going around here to make a connect with the citizens.
Yes.
When I make a connect with them, I'll tell you. And you know, when I made that connect over 4 to 5, 6 months, I realized that the people of West Kingston, Chris, were not concerned about murders and shootings, They had developed an innate trait to dance between the range of, because this of them come from, So it wasn't their problem.
Yes.
What they were concerned about was dances, Chris.
Yes.
I was so surprised. So if I had gone around here with this big crime plan to solve murder and shooting, would have missed the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was to craft our murder reduction strategies around managing night noises.
Yes.
If any shot is fired in your community, you not get no dance.
Yes, that is true.
So they know had an interest in shots being fired, which they didn't have before. And because of my personality and my skill, I sweeten the pot and I said to them, say, if when you have in your dance and you invite Mr. McGregor, dance can go on till him leave.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody start to invite Mr. McGregor. And I went to all of them.
Yes.
And you know what me do again now, Chris? At 12 midnight, I took the mic And for 5 minutes, I'll tell them what I want them to do. Where else you'd get an audience like that to speak to? And in a no time, I become the name brand man around there. Everybody, people used to line up at my office. They will tell you to come see me. We had a social event around at West Kingston. Nearly 7,000 people crammed in that West Kingston divisional headquarters. People who have never gone anywhere because they might work with Mr. McGregor. That is what I bring to the table, brethren. So if anybody here, nobody has said anything, I must like them to like me. My whole history and force, Chris. You see, even police, they're one of the few police when any police anywhere across the country in a problem. And Steve McGregor them fine. Because them say if them sit down and talk to Mr. McGregor, him can tell them what to do. You know that. Don't care what issue police have. Them find me, I'ma sit them down, I'ma do that. I work with the supposed bad egg police and more than anybody else can me give them a chance. I get police to work. I motivate them. That is the kind of person that I am. So you know what I mean? I just know that this is my calling. I am going to do it and I am going to win. Like it or not, I'm going to encounter a couple of issues, but walking the streets like I am doing now. I used to do this as a police.
Yes.
I used to keep 35, 40 meetings per month with the people and just to find out what is happening with them. So doing this now in the political realm is chicken feed to me. So I'm out here every day. I take 1 day out of the week as rest, and I'm out there walking with them. And I have no whole police around me. Because the JSF has not given me a close protection officer because they say I am not qualified for that yet.
Why?
But then,
no.
They must say you have to wait until when the election is called.
No, that no sub. How is that?
Yeah, but
that don't make sense.
That bridge, I'll take my time. You know what I mean? But I am good. I am good. Because Steve McGregor, that I am like that. I will meet the people at front, you know what I mean? I don't have the monies like the ruling people have, but, you know, some people corporate will help me and so on, and I keep on and I speak to them. I just ask them to believe in me. I mean, I tell you, say, Chris, I have them head in a frenzy because them know, say, Steve McGregor is a leader. There's no two way about it. And even though I spit that out myself, I know that I was born to do this that I am now doing. Yes.
Well, you know, in terms when I talk about you know, with the dances and reducing crime, most police do not know that. You see, once you allow, as you say, once you allow the people them in the community them, cause all them want to do is have fun, you know, poor people, you know, ghetto people, you know. Cause you and I come from, you see, and you see, once them know them place, them know say, you know, although you communicate with them, you show me my respect and I respect you. You don't disrespect me and you understand. And the nice abatement act, you know, say, I get up. You don't enforce it because I want it to see music, you know, just like what you say, you know. Even when John Gaz and Dudley Bryan was at Hunsby, you know, that was one of the best era policing in a St. Andrew South, you know, or murder go down, you know. Because them tell you know, say, look here, don't turn off the people their music because that is what keep them together and unite them. Any differences, you understand? So it really help. As what you say on them thing, that they nobody care about the murder, they never care about them enjoyment. Because that's all poor people want, you know.
That's what, a lot of people don't know. That's what they are concerned about. So you use that as a strategy. You know what I mean? And it will work. And if those people start to believe in you, they will work with you, may I tell you, Chris.
True.
When you have inner city people believe in you, and that is what I did. I got them to believe. It takes some time, you know. Because them feel you out and you feel them out and them realize that you're genuinely concerned about it. It used to cost me, you know. I used to, and it's not put a value on them. I used to change all $3,000-4,000 in $100 in my pocket. Because you know, if when you pass them, you go in your wallet and them say 5,000, so you're dead, you know. So I just go in and if you want to take out three, you take out three and you know, say that you give them. You give the little youth them, you ask them 2 questions and you stop with them, you know. So it costs you. So we have to spend some money and get them to believe in you and work with you. When them people that, all right, let me tell you something, Chris.
Yes.
They had this thing where them call Jamboree, Rona West Kingston.
Yes.
I mean, I tell you like it is, because anybody can go test it. The year Mr. Ellington said to me, boy, Mr. McGregor, we can't make that go on, cause too much crime and violence, and we don't have the police and soldier to do it. I said, boss, you know, if you give me no soldier, and so me can't do it. I say, you put your career on the line for that? I say, yes, boss. Me can run it. And me go over Tivoli on the play field, Chris.
Yes.
And me call all of the man them will run the little corner, them, the different car. And me make all the man them, like me to get 4, and me say, Tigo call Peter, and him call the man, them call the man there. And when me done, me about 35 man before me on the playing field. Me can tell you one of the most ironic thing will happen. Them call a man will say, him run up our ends. And one of the next man come and whisper in my ears and say, boy, Mr. McGregor. And up all run around there, so, you know, a John make him call John. So them tell me, so all of the real man, them will run the corners, them, and I said to them, say, listen to me. We are going to make that thing work, you know. And who, and the rest are history, you know. But you know what, end up after that, Chris.
Yes.
We have a link to every man who run every corners in my place. No, I don't more than that, Bridget.
No, that a go. Yes, man. Boy, may I tell you, hey, that was, hey, I want to tell you, said John Gaz and Ivan O. Thompson, them are genius man that, you know, man. May I tell you, you know.
But Chris, the people them live around here, you know. So if
yes.
you don't put the spotlight on the supposed era leader or what they want to call themselves, you cannot. Remember, we don't live the way of police, you know. We don't regard we are and them did. So you have to have that unofficial link with the supposed man them, but them have to believe in you. That's the next thing. Them have to trust you. Them have to know say you're genuine and them something. So it will take time, and you get that. When you get that going, you cannot wrong. And at that, I go West Kingston, I go around and go kill the people and them something. I just work, I go around and go work with the people and them believe in me. And the thing work. And what I can tell you too, you see, when you have the place like that, you find, we found the least gun in West Kingston when we brought down the thing, because guess what? The guns weren't active. When you find gun, because the gun them active, you know, because they no hide on no place, so it's easy for find. So you think say a big job you do when you go find Wolper gun. When you find Wolper gun, you have to start to worry, because it means that the gun them out. So them no put on nowhere where you can't find them. When you can't find them, it means that the gun them no needed.
True.
So you're not gonna find no gun, because them dig up place and hide them far.
Them lock them way on them thing there.
When you find them go get some more. And you find 2 of them, get 10 more.
That's true,
so
man.
you have to deal with the situation for counter what is causing the issue in the community. Because you see, all in that same Central Kingston community, I tell you, say, the road them block up for 2 years now. Because the situation where occasion the differences has not been solved. So the people them not feel safe. So even though no gun, no fire, you need to go deal with the situation. I have the solution for that, because I have a tested and proven skill to do that. So I just say there, Chris. I say the people them for use me, I offer myself.
Yes.
I volunteer myself on that leadership role in this country, especially where managing crime and violence is concerned and dealing with young people. I have the skill to do that. That, my brother.
Yeah, man, because based on your background and your experience, 41, well, I have to applaud you, you know, for spend 41 years in a JCF, you know, because most people don't know, you know, it's life. A very, yeah, man, life. It's a very stressing job, man. People don't understand, you know. That's why I have to applaud a man like you for the 41 years. You understand? Well, I didn't reach a point when I lived, but I couldn't function no more. You understand?
I mean, I remember, man, me in a talk when you say I got Lego, man.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with it no more.
A few people don't know how well me know you, you know. You know what I mean? When man tell me, he say, me not for talk to you because you're against police and you're this, me say, you don't know how I know that, man.
Me against police?
You know I know that, man, from in their Huntsville.
But you so,
I'm a par with the little DC where I'm used to par with. And
yeah, I understand. But look how life funny. Even I see him East Kingston. I me give them three boy and 3 gun and them hug it up. I me just left. So I don't know a guy that say me no love police. Me always a help police.
You just have to do what
you understand?
You agitate, and there's a purpose for what you are doing. You know what I mean? Just be balanced, you know what I mean? You have your support line where you might go. Because everybody will be more sympathetic to something more than the other. All you have to do is try to be balanced. And I can tell you this, Chris. And I remember a young police to tell me, Mr. McGregor, you know you're like a cock in our water. When them put them finger on your hands and pick it off, you swim to the top. And I know, as we speak here this afternoon, this evening, you are going to interview me again in another realm. And I will be available to you. Because I don't burn my bridges behind me. Anytime, don't care how high you see Steve McGregor go, I will always find time for people who I believe in and link with, you know what I mean? I am not a man who look down upon nothing. That's why police rate me so much. I don't behave like me bigger than nobody. I have a listening. I give a listening ear to anybody. I am approachable. They told me that going into politics, I have to be careful how I give out my number. Me give my number to anybody, Chris. True. Now, I can't give you all the way you ask me for, you know. But if we can open my door for you, I'm going to do that.
Yes.
If we can mix up my app, I'm going to do that. But I'm going to listen to you. That's me.
But you know, I remember the time, and most people don't even know. I don't know if it exists now. Them thing when they were trying to start this extortion thing in your police here at Crossroad. Yeah. I didn't even know that you were the one at Crossroad. And yeah, and remember the day when I come there with the 5 and the whole of them are ball and them thing there. You tell them say, hey, the next time him not go care when they come here, you know. Because 2 of them know me good enough. So they understand. They come from yeah, and the man them.
That time I had Crossroad as a model station, you know, and I saw me always get licks, you know, and them people are gone, you know. All did happen, you know, is that something did happen to a senior man, wife, and some youth. We are clean up flash water, and they must say all of the commanders must go stand up at the and do traffic management. And I said to a senior officer, I said, I have more important thing. I have expert traffic people of lower rank corporal. Boy, the inspector must go there and thing. And so me go a Rockford, you know. And so me get transferred, you know. And the rest of history, you know. So the whole idea was to transfer me to Rockford or a run-down place for punishment.
Yes. And you turn it around in a success story. Yes.
Into a success story.
Yes.
And within 2 years, we become deputy superintendent. So it tell you the metal of the man, you know. I mean, bloat, but that is the kind of person that I am. You know, but, you know, we are going to make it work, Chris. I am a strong person. Me know me are going to get me the tractor. Them people are going to tell lie upon me and say this, but me can't swim above that. I was prepared for that to come. You know what I mean? But Steve McGregor will continue swimming because I love my country and me are going to represent my country. I am going to be a change agent, member of parliament. And if I become a member of the cabinet similarly, and don't care how I go, Steve McGregor will be the same man. I am going to make a difference in my country. That is my ultimate aim.
Well, as you said, the most important thing, you have a plan for the youths them.
Yeah, man. You know, they are the most important element we have to work on right now. Because that's where the future is. That's where the problem is in our country. Indiscipline is a rife thing in our country, you know, Chris.
It's a part of the culture. A part of the culture. Yeah, man. Especially in I get 2 away from my age group leave, you know. 2 away. Everybody there, you know, Stella, Ratcliffe Road, even when me a police, you know, in the 90s, when Ratcliffe Road just start get wanted, you know. That's why I tell people and them thing, you know, is that every person who have an illegal gun is a gunman, you know. You understand? And people
they tell you about the discipline, Chris.
A culture.
Me there St. James, I'm going to a movie. The last time I there St. James, I met one girl by the movie and the anthem I play. And me have to encourage the girl to stand up, and me and her stand up. When me look, me see a young boy just lay down in his seat, so. And I say, Bridget, you know, stand up. You know, where you look at me and say, Fiwa. And that him saying, no, Fiwa. And look at him, no business. That is the whole approach to life and the values and attitude that we have. When me I grew up in a Franklin town, you know, my mother used to send me I go on one church service tomorrow, and if them give me a chance to talk, I eat me a talk out. My mother used to send me go Sunday school, Chris. And you see, the teachings as it relates to values and attitude that we get, you don't have to become a Christian, you know.
True.
But what you are taught help to groom you into that kind of appreciation to life, you know. And it make me into what means we will start to send back the church them to encourage the youngster them for come Sunday school, but them not only for make them come there alone and I read the Bible to them for bring in some little girl guide, some scout, carry them on field trip, give them some things where them enjoy too. Because when you're trying to witness to people, you can't just spit out the Bible. Do some things where them like to. Give them some other things so you make them drop them guard so they will listen to you better. Do some of the fun things and for keep them in it. Open up your doors to these young people, make them come in at the church, but don't just teach them just Bible. Do some things with them like, make them get interested, and then you gradually put in a little piece of that, and to influence them attitude. We have to influence the attitude of we young people if we want to change their behavior.
True.
Because this is where the thing I go down the drain, my brother.
I was talking to a youth the other day, you know, from jungle, you know. Him come from the next part we are from mine in a jungle. And as we are talking about the same thing, him tell me say no God no there, you know. Me I tell you, and him at 23, I'm ask him why. Him say if him never see a man grow back him foot yet, so him know say not. So me I tell him say God is not here to prove himself to you and I. You understand? God, him say out of nothing.
You see, I like him now, Chris. You don't try to influence him. You find out what him like, what you're interested in, and you don't talk to him about the Bible yet.
Yeah, man. Him love Marcus Garvey.
Yeah, you engage him in them thing there, and you gradually do it because you want him to believe in you. You want him to work with you. So you don't, you have to. I always tell people, say, you know, when me used to teach my young boy them for go to girl, you have to get them to drop them guard. Because at first, when you meet them, you know, the feast up there, because they must say, yeah, come try it, forget. So you have to find a way to make them get comfortable to drop the guard.
Yes.
So when them drop down the guard on the other side, it is easier to get into them. So you can't just go engage them and spit out that to them. They're not going to take it.
True.
Find out what them like. A football them like, pure football they play. And them come, you set up a team, I want to play. And you sit down and you and him talk some little things. Say, oh, what's the game today? You and him, and you gradually get to him. And that, all right. You see, when I first went to Rockford, and we go up Oliver Road. When we go up there, and Paul call me up Oliver Road, you know, and the man, every man I smoke them weed, you know, Chris.
Yeah.
And there's nothing me to test like weed, you know, because I can't manage it.
Yeah.
And the man, them draw them weed enough. And this is the new inspector, Powell. The man, him can't manage the place. And I sit down. Me no say, you know, if me did say, beat up them money and take away the weed and dash them, I lose everything, you know.
True.
Go up there, and the man them go and run up them mouth, and I gradually go talk to them till it reaches a stage when we go up to the man, I say, boy, the big boss I come, and everybody out them weed, because them start to develop a respect for me.
Yes.
Them see over time, you get to them and them something. So it is a strategic thing. It takes time, you know, and a few commanders will do this to go in and to build with the people and spend some time with them, because this is how you are going to win them over, and everything will fall into place after that. You know, this is what I try. You see, consistency in command is one of the breakdown, the lack thereof in the inner city communities where we command. There must be a consistent in command. What I mean? Because Commander Porter do this, And them say you for do it over your division. You say if you do it, it'll go big up Chris Porter. So you don't do what Chris Porter do, you do your own thing. The man around us are do for him own thing. So they don't adopt best practices and reiterate it elsewhere and make it work. That is one of the things that they must get into the JCF now, to adopt best practices and to just replicate it elsewhere and make the thing work. I will bring those kind of learning and impart it to my team. I am going to be an agitator for the JCF, you know. We need to prioritize national security in our country. It is not. We can't rack up over 1,000 murder per year for the last 25 years and it is business as usual. We must change something. We must change something, Chris. That's Steve McGregor.
Yeah, well, you know, we see the things kind of in all of my years since 1989. This commissioner, I must admit, I best commissioner of police I've seen so far. When it come on to
how him start, I agree with you, Chris.
Yes.
You see what he's showing, you know, him can pick winners. This is one of the things. Don't care what people will say about Owen Ellington. He could pick winners.
Yes.
This commissioner now will show you. You see the young commanders when I put, especially in a year 4, you see all of them. The two man were are the two most senior people at year 4. When I was leaving there, they were the two most junior, you know. The man around St. Andrew South and the one where they are Central now, Williams and Mandison. And they are the two senior people. They know all of the people are young people with energy. So them all can go to road, go interface with the people and make it work. I know that is the intention of this commissioner, you know. The commander that is at St. Andrew Central, young green man, we can go to road and him start do it already. He just needs a proper guidance. And if them pull together as a team like we did when we were Era 4 under George Quayler, where we almost brought the murder rate in the country below 1,000. It was 1,004, I think. We were running close because of what Era 4 was doing, you know. And just in the last couple months, it go up. I think this was 210 or somewhere there. The same time when we there, right? We had a synergy in Era 4 second to none.
Yeah.
Me move from Central across the West. You did have Terrence Benter West one time. You have Delroy Hewitt, Rona South, and you have Arthur Browner East. We did have the thing one way, may I tell you, brethren, because them time there, and you did there at the force too. If I shoot it there at Gold Street, me just say that for argument's sake.
Yeah, man, everybody are come.
It was control then. It is not like it's now emerged. Before the monitor control can say shooting here, onway.
True. That's how we used to.
In a no time.
Yes, true.
The amount of police will converge on the scene. You don't have that kind of synergy there anymore, Chris.
How comes? All people afraid.
Because the camaraderie is not there. And it is at somebody's foot, which we need to bring back. This commissioner can bring it back, you know.
XP the court. No exist no more.
Yes, brethren. When we used to have police sport, Chris, you know this.
Yes.
A man will go down to sports and him not go down there for watch running, you know. Him go down there for the link up, man, and leave from foreign.
True.
People come together.
Yes.
We used to take pride into going to the different era sport.
Yes, man, because I see your friend, I see your squad and them thing. They are a friend we see for years.
Of the thing.
Yes.
We need to bring that kind of rapport back into the JCF where we can lean on each other and make the thing work, brethren, and we have each other back. It is not there. It's not there right now.
Yeah, XP the court, them distract. But and I can't tell you still, you know, the man are really responsible for that. We put the nail in it, you know. You understand? I've never met the man. When I say meet him, I never work with him. And it's not a man who may have any amount of respect for him thing there, you understand? And I just meet it. I know a whole heap of people who know him and them thing there, but I'm tell you honesty and them thing. It's true I get where me come from just like you. Me have certain core values about me and them thing there. No guy can't buy me and them thing there. The only thing when enough guy can say about me, you know, you hear them love to say. boy, you're a rifle, a friend. Me know a rifle from me at 10. Me not deny knowing people, you know. I just saw me stay. But not because
But I know a Wolper. I know a Wolper, but you have to know them. If you're a good commander, you're gonna know them. You know?
No, but
you know mean say you and them go club or go look girl together. But you know them.
But when
you must know them if you want to get anywhere.
Yeah, but when you come,
and them are a friend.
When you come from a ghetto and them thing, you're gonna know all kind of people. Me know all George Pang. Some people say we are me and Power Man never talk yet. Never. Reason being is because I want to when me know happen one time I grew up on them thing. Because me have this thing about me when I not believe in that people who violate other people's rights. That's how the some mistake. My family were involved in a criminal. Me not deal with them. Me have a cousin at one point in time when he wanted them that once pay. And police hold him down a Greenwich farm. He used to play with cartel. And him talking at office, him say, I'm glad saying me hold him, because he knows if me hold him know what time it is. Because me not like people who violate other people's rights. But as the same thing as what you say on them thing there, even same police when me used to work at Unsby and them thing there. And a few
any man can be the head of the JCF. You have to have squaddy.
True, man.
It's tricky for you to say you run this thing and you don't have no squad mate.
True.
You know, it is not. I got licks for it to say. I was never supportive of us bringing somebody from outside. It is very tricky to do
man,
that.
you can't. No, that man. Hey, look here. All of them are political activists. You can't do that. If you want to be police, you must go through the thing like we old Jew and all of them things. Oh, you understand? That couldn't happen. That could not happen in no other jurisdiction. Somebody when I know. You know the law enforcement. You know the law enforcement certification. You could not pick up a mechanic and tell him for some boy to come fix your air condition in your house. People must have certificate, and that's where the breakdown starts and them thing. And that I think will demoralize the police officer them and them thing. The police was if the police force is so corrupt that you can't find somebody, disband it then. Because are you corrupt police officers and are old, you know. Most police officers. If you are not a corrupt person, nobody can corrupt you in a police force, you know. Oh, nobody could corrupt. Or them couldn't corrupt me in a police force, a thief or them thing.
Yeah. But you see, the thing about it is that because of the challenges of the job, police officers will make mistakes, you know, and people must appreciate that, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
The vagaries of this country and the kind of murder rate that is going around, police will make mistakes. And we turf out the bad eggs, you know. There's no other entity in this country that turf out bad egg like the police. The reason why it looks so bad for we is because we're weird for we shoulder, we make it public. Other places get rid of people, them don't make you know.
True.
Them quietly get rid of them. But
that is true. Just like in a military. Yes, true.
Yeah, you understand what I mean? Them just quietly let go a man and thing, but you know, the police force. But the police force is a good one, you know. We have bad eggs for true. But the majority of our police officers, they don't need proper leadership and encouragement and representation. And me, I tell you, say, I am going to be an advocate for my police. We know what they need. We're at the lowest level and we'll agitate for them to get that if and when I get the chance to do that. And that is what Steve McGregor is working towards. So, Chris, at any time, feel free to shout me. I'll be here. You know what I mean? I can tell you all the plans that I have.
Yeah, for the people that are essential and Kingston.
For them to preach. Yeah, man. So just bless up yourself, my brother. See?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a joy talking to you, Steve. All right. Blessed
Anytime,
love, man.
Brother.
All right.
Yeah,
and all the best to you and your endeavors. And,
yeah,
you know, why just stay safe and them thing there. So you want you the only thing, well, me see a woman, she was asking, well, as I tell you earlier, them thing there. The thing with the woman on name Rosie, what I see something as you know, I saw.
Well, you see the thing about it, you know, Chris.
Yeah, with her. What is that all about?
She's a lady, and as I said, I admire for her commitment in the community. She has been there.
Yes. And
her longevity, but she's just a political person.
Yes.
So she's going to spit out what she does say anything. And everybody went down and Central Kingston know her, you know. They know her. It's just people from outside might think say is somebody has said something. No, there's nothing Nothing all. If she say anything negative about me, she make it up.
Oh.
If you carry a survey, go down as Central Kingston, my record is there to show the kind of person that I am.
Because
I tell you, say, every division when we work in this country, Chris, when me I leave the people them though, because we make it my point of duty to connect with the citizens. What me I do know as a political representative, is reconnecting because me did know these people
before.
I mean, no, so me have to do that. So it's not even connection me I make, a reconnection. Every community. Why, Mr. McGregor, are you? Why, me never know. Me never vote yet, but me have to vote now. Me I make them, as would I say, I go 2020,
Yeah.
Because of what me bring to the table. I worry about me. So them are going to use unorthodox way. You will never hear me spit out something negative about Donovan Williams. Never.
Yes.
Because me don't need to do that.
Yes.
So when them ever try to mess me up, for beat me, all them ever do is lose. This young man on my presentation stage, I said, Chris,
yes,
that I am going to make an effort to get him and speak to him. I make an effort to speak to this man, and what the man go do? Tape me. So if I tell you that this man is not genuine, he doesn't have, you know what I mean? Why you do that? This man want to speak to you as a man to man in a genuine way.
Yes.
And your aim is to tape him and to carry back what him say and things that will help you. It will show people say you're not a genuine person.
You cannot be trusted.
Yeah, that's simple what you're doing.
Yeah.
So we don't know what this is about.
Yeah.
We have to look past them thing there, Chris. We're not gonna make they'll probably use Rosie to spit out something, but that I go fly over the people. The people who want to know Steve McGregor will know him. And he will continue to reach out to them. So we're gonna work around all of those negative and go forward.
So what really happened between him and them? Why them? Because
I wouldn't know that, as me said to him, that are between him and
them. Yeah.
I don't have a clue. I can't weigh in on that.
Because you'll be a speak fathers and them thing there.
To him and say if he would have talked to me, and then just as would have guide, And if you hear how I was speaking to him, I try to talk to him as a man, I try to guide you. But he had ulterior motives. It is clear that he had ulterior motives.
Well, because him vexed still, you understand what I'm saying? I'm upset because, him saying that if you are 2 decades, him saying that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Him that from Ronnie tweets them and all of them things.
But it is for the party to decide who they think can do a better job for them. So even if him think him could have do, that's not what they thought.
Yeah, yes.
You know what I mean?
And you know the part there, the politics, even in a both political party. I always come a family when I politics too, die-hearted labor, PMP and them thing there, him and them in a problem and then him switch, and then him and the labor them can him say, boy, he must always PMP and him switch and all of them thing there. Me never even mention nothing about him and them thing there. You understand? Him and you understand? I just saw it go on them thing there. But the thing is that what me not like with that kind of politics there is the top select you and them thing there. It should have been the people them in our community, them should have a say and choose them candidate. And the reason why I say that is because of what happened over Portmore with the brother when him does.
Yeah. Because you see, they have them systems, All right. You remember, as you said that, when Lucius Thomas was commissioner?
Yes.
And he used to go around and him ask the police them who them want to be promoted. You remember him used to do that? No, them telling me leave the force. He didn't leave the force. What he used to do, he would ask him gather the police them in the room.
Yes.
And them say, who other think is the best man to be corporal?
Yes.
And them vote, and who them vote for
him promote.
And then think that it pluses and minus still, because sometimes the man them would have to be vetted and get some things around them. But he tell you what him get the common man for our say
yes.
in who I lead them and so on. So you have a point, but it is not the easiest way to make a selection, because it will be very difficult to come to a final decision if you go to the people and for make that kind of decision.
Yeah,
but
because
it is what it is.
because with that kind of the people them involved in that process from the get go, that's what more that will give the people them in the community some form of solace. If you know, so boy, the person where I represent them. Yeah, I just saw it go on them thing there. So no disagreement and you have no man say, say him because he's from the community. Say you have some people where, because of that, them I say boy, we not vote for him because them put him in here and get to that. When name Lawrence and all that, I'm friend them do it and all of these things. You understand?
Yeah, well, I have started to engage with I've gone on the street that he hails from, and I'm talking to the people, and I'm speaking to them along the line, which they are People's National Party supporters, and them want. They will have to rise above that. You understand?
Yeah.
And because you can't, because of that, you have to make your own party lose, So I'm engaging with them, and I am confident that I'll get them to see what I bring to the table. You know what I mean? It is not like me against him. Come past that now, because I am the man at the helm. So I really have to get the people them galvanize around me. And if I can get the People's National Party supporters galvanize around me, I'm confident that I will do the job, So I'm not overly perturbed where that is concerned. You understand?
Yes.
So I just say them, brother.
Why, it's another step in your life and something else to your resume. You have experience and you have communication skill and you know how to deal with people. So, I can't say just wish you all the best.
Yeah, man. Bless up, my brother.
You understand?
We can talk anytime.
Yeah, man. We know that from long time on them things still. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Respect. All right, Sir Steve. Yeah. All the best on your campaign and just stay safe,
Every time, my brother. Every time.
All right, my boss. Blessed love, Sir Steve. Good. Yeah, so as you have heard, we had a conversation with the former senior superintendent of police, Steve McGregor. I have known him for over 38 years because, I went to the police academy as a cadet and he was the one that took care of my intake. That's like what, it's your personal file and prepare your things for you get, your stipend or pay and all of these things. So he, and I know him for all these years, and we used to work together at St. Andrew South at Unspear. And as you heard, when they were trying the extortion thing up in Crossroad, I didn't know that even he was the SOIC in Crossroad, but so I did some things and help him in that regard. So I don't know if they have got Steve, he's not listening to you. He's in a criminal. My vote is in Central Kingston. I am putting it squarely beside the bell, and we're tired of owner. Yeah, so it was a pleasure having him over here. As you heard him say, enough people because it's out there, they must say enough to talk with me. You understand? Police because me not like police. The only kind of police me not like I thief in police them. I don't like thief in police. You understand? And enough of them not like me. But as I said before, and I say again, anything that I've said, publicly or privately, I can defend it. Any police officer that I've said anything about, whether good or bad, them can come and defend it. But them all can just talk. And number one, I've never been I'm not the kind of person afraid of police or anyone. I know I can die only once, and nobody come here for turn wood and stone. The most important thing is, the things them that you have done in your life. And say you can live with it. You can sleep comfortable at night. And you don't have to take a sedative to sleep, to help you sleep. But it was a pleasure having Sir Steve McGregor. So those who have been saying that, why whenever hear no one that work with you and know anything about you, and you have heard him, give you a little history about Rundown. So him know me from a kid. You understand, was teenager then, and he was, very, very instrumental in my career as a young man. You understand? Well, I just saw it go on him thing, the road boy, Alexei, you have to understand that he's from a PMP community, as yours truly. Everyone see the world totally different. You understand? sometime in life, I can tell you this. Sometime in life, as much as I would like to see changes in our PMP party, the PMP criminal organization, it has to be for the changes to happen. It have to be done from inside, just like how Edda Robinson was trying, and she meet up in a roadblock and she had to leave. Sometimes it just take one person, and sometimes we don't know who a person. So as them always say, boy, never say never. You understand? Changes in our life, we have to learn to accept changes, but changes doesn't necessarily mean progress. As a Jamaican born and bred, the only thing we can do is just pray for our country. We see right now, we see the crime is on the decline because the criminals are on the run. We have a president in America named Donald Trump, where you hear him say it, from you hear America I tell you, say every country for make them country great, and them say them not a human rights thing. When they hear America I tell you that, they matter about criminals. You understand? That's what they're talking about. They when America tell us, say, boy, them not a human rights thing. Them not protect no criminals. So so like people like Jamaican for justice, and them not have no work on them thing there. You understand? Because America don't want to hear nothing from them. So to all of the youths them out there, we have gun and a fire gun. Just remember, because this is an era where you're in right now. Where I tell you this, anytime you pick up a gun, just remember this, because as you hear the Prime Minister said last week, we do a video about it. This is not the Jamaica as before. This is the Jamaica will remind me of in the 80s. Anytime you pick up a gun, for putting in your waist or your bag or wherever you want to put it, just remember, say, that may be the last. When time you come out of your house or where you pick it up, that may be the last day you live. Because that's how it's supposed to go. Because illegal guns is made to commit illegal hacks. Although you have people, gunmen in a shootout with other gunmen and men dead. Man, you understand? That is illegal, but time change. We have a commissioner of police and the security minister and the prime minister. We can't see them at work. And some people I feel comfortable, some people even return back to Jamaica. The only thing we can do is continue to pray for the security forces. We see the support that we haven't seen in a long time, and we have to give credit where it is due. While the police are work, and we have a prime minister where he must support them, and the minister of national security. The brother when name the security minister, yeah, the JLP is the best thing ever happened to the country. No criminal organization must run Jamaica. Well, I can tell you this, and as I've said before, I'm the kind of person, I'm all about security. No, that's all. I just care about security. Because when I was growing up in the 80s, before I went to training school, I could have walked from Concrete Jungle, go downtown to Jonestown, Craigtown, Anatown, all the way down to the pier, and nobody asked me where me live, who am I, nothing. Now you can't walk from one street to the other. You understand? When I say, yes, man, me want GLP win my side in Vineyard Town. Them, me voting them for, sir. That's a thing with democracy, people choose who them want to vote for, and you just choose your party, who you believe, see the vision of the country you want to do, the direction you want the country to go. The most important thing, once we have law and order in our country, return back to that semblance where we respect each other. Because that's a thing, there's no love that exists in Jamaica no more. When you understand, and it have to start from the home with the mothers, the fathers, because that's one thing that is lacking and contribute to the violence. If you don't love yourself, as a man or a woman, if you don't love yourself, you can't love another person. Because if you love yourself, you're going to see yourself in another man or another woman, and you don't have to want to hurt them because you don't want nobody hurt you. But some people don't care. Some people is just all about feelings, because whether or not you want to believe it, most people, anytime them kill people, to them, ending the other person's life, that is a victory for them. But it's an ego, it's a void where them a try to fill. But yet, you know, the same person will kill the other person, they don't want to lose them life. So life is very sacred and we have to learn to protect it. And we have to love each other as black people. We have come from too far. Of all of the races on earth, there's no race that have been oppressed, terrorized, in everything where you can think of. Even right now in America, everything that Donald Trump is doing right now in America, black people them still are going for them. I said this is the second form of segregation going in America. Because all of the institutions that them going after is because them fees say black people them get that. So we are the most hated people in the world, but yet we are the most loving people. Why we can't come together and love ourselves? We used to do that, you know. We used to do that, you know. We used to love each other. And that's how we are killed with. You choose to spend the time with us today and we appreciate it. Hope you enjoy listening with Sir Steve McGregor. If, you know, especially the people them in a Patreon, if you want to invite him and, you know, ask him question, you know, next time we do that, you understand? He's the first, Detective Blake is, you know, whether or not you want to believe him, was a hard-working detective and them thing there. I St. Andrew South, you know, he had spent a few times here on the live with us. But in terms of rank, SSP McGregor is the first one to grace the stage at the Jamaica Young Police Channel. And we want him to, you know, and we appreciate him for his time that he had spent with us and him tell us what he's going to do for the people them in a Central Kingston. As you know, at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we are not into endorsing any candidate. So if the Labour right want to come, when name Mr. Williams, him can come and talk with the people them and vice versa. But we're not over here to promote any candidate. I say, boy, we are endorse a man because you understand what I'm saying. As we said before, and we say again, and Steve know that on them thing there. Based on my background and what I have seen and experienced and felt, you know, I am the one that called the PNP a criminal organization because of what I have seen, heard, and felt. Not only growing up, but even in a police force. I've seen some real, and that's the reason why I left the police force. Real criminals, them, when I say get promotion. I say, no, them man are not supposed to talk to me and them thing there. So I just say, I understand. And worse, you know, them did want me dead. But it's not like them couldn't kill me, but them know say if them try and miss, because I tell them, one of them named Cowboy, I tell him in the car, in a police car, yeah man, the police named Cowboy, I tell him, he was pretty much, he was threatening me, but him then not tell me, say, them are kill. He never tell me outrightly, say, them are kill me. You understand? But me just tell him, based on him utterance, me just tell him, say, hey, look here, you know me stay, you know, if uno try to kill me, you know, anyone I wanna, you know, say, if uno no succeed, you know, say all on a dog around the yard, you know, all on a dog, me I go kill, you know. I wanna can't take that to you bang. So what they did, them, you know, them send me go down to West Kingston as a detective to make them kill me. Right back in which part I'm born and grow. Send me go to West Kingston. But I am here, you know, and we give God thanks. So you have chosen to spend the time with us today at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, and we appreciate it. So we'll meet again. Have yourself a beautiful day. And thanks, Rob Kennedy, Sandra, Ashani, Rude Boy Alexi. And Peak Auto Repairs Limit. I believe you, Mr. McGregor, bless up yourself. That I hear a comment. Yeah, and brother and Brown and Tony Brown. Donovan, bless up, Sir Porter. Respect my brother. And Peak Auto. So this is so profound, engaging people with respect. Will reach the minds of humanity. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, sir. So you say, what is the difference in the ideology of the PMP as opposed to the GLP that attracted Steve McGregor to the PMP? These are the things that we want to know about Steve McGregor. We send that to him and make him answer that. Donovan, you in the police is a different man than the arena. Two different half. The best presentation since JYP entered YouTube. Good job, sir. Alan Alston. We don't doubt his work as a JCF member. However, politics is different. PMP has lost credibility. They handle their affairs. Is SSP going to sell his soul for the criminal organization? Well, hey, and Tyrone Brown say it's all about compromise. That's what he is doing. But you can't find guns because you are friends with gunmen. Of course, the less you find, the greater the stocks become. That's true. Can you ask SSP McGregor how he feels about how the PMP ushered him into the seat at the disrespect and detriment of Lawrence Rowe? His integrity lost because of this. Are we to expect the same type of politics? Well, I asked him about it, and as I've said before, it's that's why I believe in transparency. Okay, so Melbourne, they said this is no interview. All right, tell me what. Oh, you want me to ask him the tough question? It's a presentation. So you understand. So did those because you like to compromise. Dana, I love you too. Steve, you are in the criminal organization for years, my friend. McGregor is a PMP activist from police days. I cannot believe nothing McGregor saying. How comes he could not bring down any of the crime bosses in East Kingston? Andrew says, so how can you do that as a politician when your mind is on the next election? What's PMP and JCF strategy to take down the notorious one other than Babsy? Teresa Spiegel is a corrupt JCF officer. Why she has not been reprimanded or taken off the street and given Dex job? I don't even know what she did. I have been in contact with the JCF and offered to donate cameras that we use for hunting. They blend in the tree and can help with video investigation. No reply. All right, so let me what the person name? Akazia S. You can call me, and you understand. I've been in contact with the JCF. You have to donate for a forge and a camera so the JCF can video and show the public them melting down the gunman them so they don't end up back upon the street. No reply. Yes, PB, Sir Porter, good evening. I am listening. God bless you, man. Good evening, good evening, family. Since when am I, sir? What? I mean, since a long time we are called Steve McGregor, sir, from where I kill it. So, we have to show respect on them thing if you're elders. You understand? So thanks everyone for tuning in. I know we're at the Jamaica Young Police. Yeah. All right, we read it. Rob said, integrity is a scarce mindset on a worldwide scale. Hey, that no exists no more, is still going on. Shamelessness that take over the place, you understand? Things that were once people only utter it, now people are saying it. It's just a sad day. So have yourself a beautiful day and take care of yourself and your family. And remember, love yourself. Read everything. Don't let nobody tell you nothing and then you repeat it, boy, I was told. You understand? So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.